And I think the only reason that why MMA fans have their lips so firmly planted at the base of Khabib's cock is because he retired before he reached his limit. And if he kept fighting until he reached his limit, everybody would be like, oh, Khabib ain't shit. He never was shit. And they're like that with everybody.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe. In a firestorm of commentary, Ronda Rousey has once again placed a spotlight on how the MMA world treats its legends, taking aim at fan culture, media reactions, and the undefeated exit of Khabib Nurmagomedov. What she says isn't just an opinion, it reflects deeper tensions inside the sport. Rousey recently spoke with comedian and podcast host Bert Kreischer, where she didn't hold back. I think the only reason why MMA fans have their lips so firmly planted at the base of Khabib's C is because he retired before he reached his limit. If he kept fighting until he reached his limit, everybody would be like, Khabib ain't sir, he never was as... They're like that with everybody. Her blunt remark draws a connection between Khabib's perfect 29 and 0 record and the reverence he still receives. Then she widened the lens. Name one person. Brock Lesnar ain't he never was S.
Name one person.
I mean,
Brock ain't shit. He never was shit.
Name one past champion that has the kind of respect that the current champions do.
Name one past champion that has the kind of respect that the current champions do.
It's really sad because I think it encourages people to get out while they're peaking and leaving and taking all of that equity with them instead of passing it on to whoever's next to take up the mantle. Later, she turned the focus on her own mindset. I wanted to retire undefeated because I was so afraid of everything that I accomplished is going to be nothing if I ever lose. So I have to retire undefeated. It wasn't until I got into the WWE and saw that, wait, you have to retire on a loss.
I wanted to retire undefeated because I was so afraid of like, oh, everything that I've accomplished is going to be nothing if I ever lose. So I have to retire undefeated.
Her comparison of MMA and pro wrestling is telling. You look at WWE and they have such a reverence for their legends. In MMA, it's like the second that you're not on top, you're not S, and you never were S. Chuck Liddell, when he's on top, he's the best, he's the best. The second that he loses, oh, Chuck Liddell ain't S, he never was S. What Rousey is pointing to is a cultural contradiction inside MMA. The idea that exiting while undefeated is somehow safeguarding legacy instead of building legacy through longevity and passing the torch. She argues this quit while you're ahead. Mindset stems from fans and media refusing to accept imperfection. According to her, the moment you falter, you're erased from greatness in many eyes. And make no mistake, she's not just calling out Khabib's decision to retire undefeated. She's calling out the fans, the media, and the entire ecosystem that sanctifies an exit free of blemish while marginalizing fighters who kept going, who struggled, who eventually lost and faded. It's not simply about Khabib, it's about how legends are treated when they leave, and how easily their accomplishments are dismissed once they stumble. Rousey's own arc mirrors parts of this. As one of the biggest stars in the sport, she felt the pressure of perfection. The fear of, everything I accomplished is going to be nothing if I ever lose, is raw. And when she tested the waters of professional wrestling with WWE, she discovered a contrasting culture, one that builds legends even after defeat. Let's take a look at how the fans are responding to her critique. She isn't wrong, but she knows that it's not the reason her fans left her. She was just a crybaby that couldn't accept the fact that she lost. Ronda is right. MMA/UFC fans do disrespect legends regularly, to a much higher degree than in wrestling. This is an interesting comment section. Nobody's actually saying she's wrong. These comments highlight a split in perception. Some fans feel Rousey's point is valid, that fighters who lose are forgotten, while others believe her personal issues and attitude undermine her argument. The implications are significant. For one, fighters might feel pressured to get out on top, not just for physical reasons, but for fear of cultural erasure. For the sport, it raises questions about mythology, honor, and how memories are written. If, as Rousey suggests, the fans' love is conditional based on an undefeated record, then what does success mean in a sport built on resilience, combat, and risk? And for us as fans, it invites introspection. Do we really honor greatness, or are we simply chasing clean records, easy narratives? Are we the kind of fans who bolt when someone stumbles, or the ones who respect durability, effort, and legacy? In the end, Rousey's comments force a reckoning. Whether you agree with her or not, her view cuts to the heart of how MMA remembers, or forgets, its heroes. The undefeated exit might shine bright, but Rousey argues that lasting greatness lies somewhere beyond that, in the struggle, the passing of the torch, and the culture we build around it. Thanks for watching. If you like this analysis, make sure to like the video and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future breakdowns of the biggest UFC moments.